The last scene in the apartment. Several months later, and Jana opens the door to admit Ken, Casey, and the baby. Good to see you, Ma. Where's Johnny? He went on vacation with his cousin at spring break. Thank goodness. Ken's afraid of Johnny. I'm not afraid of him. I'm just glad he's having a nice vacation. Oh, I get it, Ken. Your husband's making a joke. Yeah. Well, where should I put Maureen? Oh, in Ray's old room, that's where you'll be. Okay, Ken, put her in the blanket. You take her by the bed. Where she wakes up and cries. Do what you take out the bottle out, give it, put it in her mouth. But I don't know if it's ready. Oh, I fixed it before we came. He leaves. Casey, have you gained weight? You're not. No, I'm not pregnant. I would get my tubes tied if Ken would let me. He wants 4 children. I can't take care of one. You couldn't pay your rent, right? Yeah, we got way behind. Well, I'd be living in a cardboard box if it weren't for subsidized housing. You know, welfare doesn't cover rent in this state. I don't know how any welfare recipient pays full rent here. Well, Ken's handicap is good for something because we got subsidized housing right away. We just gotta wait for the paperwork to go through. We rented a motel a week after we got evicted, but then our food stamps got held up and we had to use our money for food. And, well, okay, you can just stay here until you get your apartment and your HUD apartment. Then we. Are you still working, Ken? I got my slow people's job. Oh, he only earns $2 an hour for that, and he's only working 10 hours a week. Well, they said if I go a little faster, they'd raise it to minimum wage. Yeah. Are you still giving blood, you guys? No, my veins roll. I'm tired of plasing, says Ken. I don't want this hole in my arm I just want it smooth like it used to be. Well, you better not spend your money for your blood on such foolishness as paints. I could quit work and tend Maureen. You could go to work in the button factory, babe. Oh, no, Ken. You're the man. You go to work. If you stay home, you won't even have a wife pretty soon. Yeah. Do you want me to reach out and grab you and strangle you? Well, if you want kids, Ken, you gotta be able to take care of them. Casey's always talking about getting herself fixed. Ken, maybe you should think about not having kids if you can't take care of them. He's always looking for an excuse to stop working. Besides, Ken, you better hang on to your job for a while because you might have to pay a big fine. A fine? What's that? Oh, he's exposed himself to some lady. Whoa, exposed himself? What's that? I never heard of you doing anything like that, Ken. Well, I was getting some cans out of the dumpster and I had baby Maureen with me and I put her down and I had to go and then I turned and this woman started chasing me up the street, saw me and she started screaming and her husband come out and he was chasing me and then the cops come and... Oh, I see. Oh, how come she saw it, Ken? Were you turned toward her? No, I was about to step in it, so I just turned a little bit. And the lady saw the whole, well, that's what she claimed. Well, I had to go. Oh. We got another court date to gather evidence. The judge said he's either going to have to pay a $600 fine or go to jail or both. I think other schizophrenics do this and get away with it, so I say they should forgive me and forget it. Will he still get his check in jail? No. And he wants Maureen to be made a ward of the state in case he doesn't come out alive. Why? There's mean guys in jail. He might die, get killed. But I told him, if I die, I want The baby raised by my mother. You don't love your mother. Who says I don't love my mother? Well, she wanted you to wear that cap, with that visor on it, and you wouldn't do it, so you don't love her because you wouldn't do what she wanted to do. Oh, I don't love my mother because I wouldn't wear a cap with a visor on it. Well, I'm glad you can still kind of joke, Casey. I hope the judge realizes that, he shouldn't send Ken to jail. He won't have to go. It's his word against hers. Oh, well, who do you think they're going to believe? Well, Ken, if you ever admit that you had it out, you're a gone goose. Oh, Casey, I don't think Ken knows how to lie. Well, next time use your brains, Ken. What do you think I do when I have to go in public? I wet my pants. Casey, he might not be able to bring himself to wet his pants. Oh, that's right. He wet the bed till he was 16. And his mother used to stick him outside with the pajama tops over his head. Ken's happy. And they all laughed. And when does he have to go back to court? Day after tomorrow. And that's where he's going to be, down on his knees. All tomorrow night, he's going to be praying, "Oh, Griffin, take me back to Saturn." Take me back to Saturn.